So I saw these two team lists going around for NTE, and I have only one thing to say as beta player that cleared up to floor 9 in the beta of the endgame mode. No, just no. These teams will make you suffer on survivability and synergy as soon you are out of the tutorial. First of all, Haniel is not like Bennett because Haniel can't heal. Bennett can heal. She's just an attack buffer and a clunky one on top. You saw that if you want to know more, in my tier list I explained it, why she is clunky. None of the teams has a healer in, and believe me, you will need one support healer at least. To make an example, for Wuthering Waves players, you would not play a Wuthering Waves team without Shorekeeper, Morny, Baishi, Verena, or Shisa for example. The MC of this game, it's kinda like Spectral Rover, that you know what heals you can expect, so not really much. And I don't count G1 because you need here A1 and the MC because the heal is almost ignorable. Only for the MC is ignorable, not for G1. Not that I clarified that wrong. And some teams have not even the full elemental reaction synergy. It is like playing Genshin Impact without a team with full elemental reaction. What is a huge damage loss too. You can expect in the beginnings boss fights that average about 3 minutes and are really mechanical, where you easily can get often damage. And if you not play that you never get hit, you will be needing a support. And I assume 95% of the player base will be not dodging and parrying everything that they can play without a healer. You should always have at least Edgar or Atla in your team because they're really good to keep up your survivability, even if they're in general not the best units. Where Atla is more the offensive variant with the debuff and damage plus a shield, and Edgar is more defensive with direct heals and the heal field plus energy regeneration because of the element. Let's go first through the list of at NTE WL. First of all, I would be careful on the post of that person. They're spreading misinformations and false leaks for engagement. And now we come to the characters. We're having the first team, Nanali, G1, MC, and Haniel. In this team, you have almost zero survivability, and the synergy with Haniel is not there. MC heal is almost ignorable, and G1 heals only with A1. Replacing Haniel with Atla will give you a damage boost too from the debuff he's doing, and you get synergy with the elemental system. Jiren and Nanali and the MC to stick more of the flowers. You will not be able to intro with Haniel to generate the flowers with Nanali and G1. Now, what are these flowers I just started talking about? Every character has a passive that gets activated if you intro into another character, similar to the Wuthering Waves intro skills. Haniel can't proc any of that intro skill in this team setup. Atla can proc the intro skill debuffs and gives survivability. And about the flowers I talked. If the game launches, I will explain more about the elemental reaction and how they exactly work, because they're a little bit like intros from Wuva and elemental reactions of Genshin Impact, but different.
Shut the fuck up.
Next we have Baisheng, Sakiri, Dafondil and Haniel. Here you have basically a single target and their AoE damage dealer together. Sakiri pulls enemies basically together, and Baishing is really good for single target damage. It's better if you replace one of the two with Adler. Whoever, doesn't matter, it depends. You want to do single target damage, then replace Sakiri with Adler. You want to do AoE damage, replace Baishing with Adler. Next team is Chess, G1, Hasa and Haniel. To be honest, this team is amazing if you have G1 on A1, because then you have a support in the team, perfect synergy and that old stuff. You kinda can set this team as a goal, because this is 3 limited characters again, and try to get the team with G1 on A1. But before that, I would not recommend the team, because you lack again survivability. Next we have Lacrimosa, Sakiri, Dafondil and Haniel. Great synergy, but now survivability. I recommend replace Sakiriki. Okay, I Kikiriki like a cock. Not the cock. Okay. I'm sorry. I recommend replacing Sakiri again for Adler. It gives you an extra beat buff, and Lacrimosa and Daffodil have a huge AoE range already, that you not really need to pull enemies together. Next we have the guy of ebooks. That has the same problem with survivabilities. Team 1, 2, 3 and 5 are the same we talked about in the beginning. But they have another team with a dog guy. I totally forgot what his name was. Zachary has here 0 energy. Replace Zachary either with Dafondil. But again, you will not have much survivability. If you lack survivability, just replace the MC with Edgar for more defensive variant, or with Adler for the more offensive variant. Because if you have Dafondil replaced, then you have a synergy bridge over to Adler 2. That was again all. When the game comes out, because I want to show it with gameplay, I will make proper guides with teams, because I don't want to make only a list. I want to showcase it too. Maybe tomorrow, if I make today's video, there comes beta gameplay, how I cleared the endgame modes.